Bonjour French 1. This is your section 3.1 pronunciation practice for our new adjective vocabulary. There is nothing that you need to think of off the top of your head. This is all repeating after me, so if you want to go ahead and hit record on your Screencastify, we can get going. The only thing that's a little bit different about this video is if there are two different versions or pronunciations of the word, sometimes they're spelled slightly different but they sound the same. But if there's two different versions of the way the word is pronounced based on whether you're describing a boy or something that is masculine or a girl or something that is feminine, I'm actually going to say them back to back so that you can hear both versions of the word and how they're different. And I would expect you to repeat both words at the same time. So let's go ahead and get started. Now this first word here, there's only one way to say it for both boys and girls. If there is a person who is old or elderly, that person is âgé. Did you repeat after me in that pause provided? If not, pick it up this time around. The word for young, whether it's a young boy or girl, is jeune. And then the word for something that's old, if it's a masculine something, it sounds different than a feminine something. So I'm going to do them back to back here. Masculine and then feminine. The word for old is vieux and vieille. So again, make sure in that pause provided that you said both vieux and vieille so that you know both the masculine and the feminine form. Let's continue. The word for kind has both a masculine and feminine form. It's gentil and gentille. Funny also sounds different, describing a boy versus a girl. It's marrant and marrante. Generous sounds different for a boy and a girl. It's généreux and généreuse. Smart sounds different for a boy than a girl. It's intelligent and intelligente. Creative sounds different. It's créatif and créative. Great and awesome sound different. It's génial and génial. Nice is the same either way. The shortened version is sympa. And the more drawn out, longer version is sympathique. The word for athletic for a boy sounds different than for a girl. Those two versions are sportif and sportive. And the word good is different as well. It's bon and bonne. The word for serious sounds different if you're describing a boy than it does for a girl. Those two words are sérieux and sérieuse. The word shy is the same either way. It's timide. The word mean is different for boys and girls. Those two words are méchant and méchante. Annoying or tiresome is the same whether it's a boy or a girl. It's pénible. But the word lazy has two versions. For a boy versus a girl, it's paresseux and paresseuse. Now, eye color does not change for boys or girls because you're describing the eyes, not the actual people themselves. So you don't have to have a masculine version of eye color and a feminine version. So let's go through these quickly. Green eyes are les yeux verts. Blue eyes are les yeux bleus. Black eyes are les yeux noirs. And brown eyes are les yeux marrons. And if you wanted to put those in sentences and say, I have a certain eye color, let's go ahead and read this sentence right here on the screen. The way you would say, I have brown eyes is, j'ai les yeux marrons. And if you wanted to talk about somebody else, the words for he or she has is right here on your screen. Let's go ahead and read the example sentence. She has blue eyes is, elle a les yeux bleus. Hair color actually has two different ways of saying it. If you are describing the person as being blonde or being brunette, then you actually need to make it agree with whether the person is a boy or a girl. So there's two versions of redheaded based on whether you're describing a boy or a girl, and those are roux and rousse. A blonde boy versus a blonde girl is blond and blonde. And then a brunette or dark-haired boy versus a girl is brun and brune. Now again, much like eye color, these next four are no longer describing the person as being blonde, but the hair color. And we're describing the hair, so you don't have to make it agree with the person. We're making it agree with the hair. And if that doesn't completely make sense, that's okay. Just know that there's not a masculine and feminine version. The words for white hair are les cheveux blancs. Light brown hair is les cheveux châtains. Long hair is les cheveux longs. And short hair is les cheveux courts. Almost finished, ladies and gentlemen. The word for short has different versions based on whether it's a short boy or girl. Those words are petit and petite. The word for tall also has two versions. It's the difference between grand and grande. The word thin is the same whether it's a boy or a girl. It's mince. The word fat changes for boys versus girls. It's gros and grosse. And the word strong changes as well. It's fort and forte. Couple of random ones. If somebody is handsome or beautiful, we have beau and belle. And if you have a new item, this should have been under age, but it wasn't there originally. The word for new is either nouveau or nouvelle. And finally, they went ahead and threw in some parts of the body, including mouth, which is la bouche, nose, which is le nez, ears, which are les oreilles, and finally, head, which is la tête. Go ahead and hit stop on this video, stop on your recording, and don't forget to attach it to get full credit for doing your pronunciation practice today. Good job.